What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kevin here, Knocked. Welcome to my brief overview of the character Zafina. As you guys have known, Tekken 8 has been out, at least as a recording of this video, for just less than 3 days now, and I have basically been playing this game non-stop. The only breaks I have is basically meals and food and tournaments and traveling. So I played one offline tournament and played quite a few matches in a house session with some friends. And overall, good thing is that this character is, in my opinion, the most fun as she has ever been. I really love her new mechanics, having spikes she shoots down the ground from Zazel, and her new heat system that she works with. I think they did a really good job of presenting the character in quite some fashion. I love her outfit and her new tricks and gimmicks, and her combos are still quite there. Just push that one. You know what I mean. But even though she's, in my opinion, still more fun to play, I think she's probably a really terrible character in this game. I don't want to say she's the worst character quite yet, because I still got quite more to look into as far as the character balancing goes. But I can definitely say Zafina is definitely nowhere close to be as good as she was in Tekken 7. So it seems like to me, and what other people also agree with, at least in my local area, that she has more of an identity of one utilization, which is movement. Her movement in this game, I say it's feels different, but I don't think it's any worse than it was in Tekken 7. Some people say it is. My opinion, not really. I'm not doing a good backdash right now, but she still has a pretty good backdash. But I can definitely say her backdash is probably not the best in the game. I think June is probably faster. Her side steps are still amazing. So they make this character more about truly solely purpose of evasion and movement, which I think should have been from the very start when she first appeared in Tekken 6. They definitely gave her that in Tekken 7 and this game, but they gave her a little bit more than what she really deserves in Tekken 7. It's just, I guess, this DLC privilege, and basically this is a welcome back to the base roster. Okay, so what are her flaws? First things, I can definitely say her pokes are very weak. She does not have a good punish game. I played 2 characters so far in competitive scene. I have June as my side character, and I have a much more rewarding time, an easier time punishing her opponents with June than Zafina. For starters, she doesn't have a 3-string hit for off of her jab. 14 damage, that's basically the best you can do. Or if 1-3, it's a Scarecrow. You can cancel the stance as well. That 19 damage, that's the best she can do. At least in normal health without rage. 13 frame Punisher is down for 1. That's still pretty decent. I like it's now +7. And you can do a mix up, and if you get the hits in, they can duck the second hit of down forward 1-4. You can mix it up with down forward 1-2. Get that mid in instead. But as far as punishment, that's the kind of like the best option she has for punishment. However, a big noticeable nerf that she had in Tekken 7 is down forward 3-4. It was 14 frames startup, now it's 15 frames, which is a huge blow because she doesn't really have anything else for 14 frame punishers, and that's all she has. And yes, down forward 3 is her her answer to rage arts for or 15 frame launchers. Yes, she does not have a 15 frame launcher. Down forward 2 is her best launcher, and it's 16 frames. I think the reason why they made it 16 frames because it's a huge high crushing move, and the range is what was pretty nice. But I feel like the range of this move is quite nerfed. It doesn't feel like it doesn't reach out as far as they did. Yeah, I feel like from that range, I could have lost Kazuya from there. Yeah, so you can definitely feel free, you know, to throwing out your rage art, and if she still block it, the best she can do in normal health, 49 damage. She can't get you can't get launched for a real combo. That's quite unfortunate. And in her pressure game, I honestly think it will be, you know, fine if this was still Tekken 7. But with how Tekken 8 is made, and how the developers kind of are aiming for is aggression and applying pressure, her pressure game is incredibly weak. Like the most viable tools for plus frames, at least on block, is 442. It's only -1, which is not saying much. The biggest one here is 443. You can cancel the Scarecrow stance +4. Still +4 on Scarecrow. And a 4-1. And everything else, I can't remember if it's... there's some moves from Azazel, and there's some moves from the Scarecrow stance. Oh yeah. Scarecrow 1+2. But we're going to talk about for the neutral stance from now. So the problem with these moves here, there are only 3 moves. One, but also these moves have a lot of starter frames. 443, 20 frame startup when you get the input in, but you gotta do the 443, so it might take you like an extra 2 or 3 frames just to truly get it out. A 4-1 is 19 frames to come out. Scarecrow from 1+2, 17 frame startup. It's quite slow. I mean, I think this is fine anyways. But you have to be in Scarecrow stance to really use it, so you're not gonna be using it all the time. Oh yeah, 442. +1. I mean, it's 15 same startup, but 4-4 move is, you know, a couple of frames more to get it out, and you have to be in the distance to get it off. The range on it is not the best. I honestly think it could be a little bit better. And it's duckable. And that's basically all she got. So what makes these move, you know, not that useful is that they have quite a bit of starter frames. And if the opponent is applying pressure themselves, the Zafina player doesn't really have much of an opportunity to get them out because they're just in your face. Like if I have Kazuya just pursuing me and just, you know, pressing buttons, I'm not gonna have an opportunity to use 443. Oh yeah, and also on top of all this, 443 no longer launches. It's only +14 now. And 442 also no longer launches. These moves were very essential to Zafina's pressure game in Tekken 7. Um, and then to really to avoid it, it should really be in her face and not let her use it. And in this game, it's even more of a problem because when the game rewards you for aggression, it encourages the opponent to keep pressuring her, and she doesn't give her opportunity to really to get these moves out. So quite difficult to work with. So pressure game, very weak. And then mix-ups is a very huge part, which is the next topic. It's a very big part of her game in Tekken 7. Much harder to mix up with her. She has she had really good lows, or one really good low that basically defined her mix-up game, in my honest opinion. So back 1+2, only Acesso when she's the Scarecrow, no longer in neutral. It did get a frame buff, being +3 on hits. But it's not an even trade-off at all, in my opinion, because with it being in the neutral, is a very quick low poke, and it evades highs and some mids, which is a really good answer to pressure when the opponent can't be playing too aggressive. They can't really just go whammy it on Zafina, respecting the character overall. But with it gone, that gives the opponent a lot less to worry about just because of that move. I mean, yes, it was -2 on hit, but the whole purpose of the move is to keep the opponent at bay, not really to have the frame advantage, as we need to say. And the alternatives to that move, which I tried to work with, is still very difficult to do, are down back 3. It's quite fast, but it's still slower than back 1+2, being at 18 frames rather than 16. The range is significantly shorter too. Back 1+2 can hit from over here. Obviously, down back 3 cannot. I get the distance. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So you know what I mean. The range is definitely significantly less. So that's one thing. It's the fastest low she has, and it's already 2 frames slower than what she originally had. Another alternative that maybe a little bit better, that can be avoided evasive. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Down back 3 is not evasive. Obviously, you can tell. So you can poke her out of it, so you can't get hit by it. So with it being 18 frames, you can poke her out of it quite easily as long as you're just pressing your jabs. Alternative to that is down back 4. It's evasive. It definitely crushes highs, but it doesn't evade a lot of lows. I mean, a lot of lows, of course, and quite a bit of mids. I believe it was evading quite a bit of mids in Tekken 7. And you can sidestep it now. I don't know if it was really true sidesteppable in Tekken 7. I haven't experienced anybody really sidestepping it, but it did. Nobody did, but this was definitely sidesteppable earlier when I was playing some matches. So it's evasive, yes, but it's quite slow. 21 frames. Can't be reactable. But you can definitely anticipate it. It's -12, so it's not very, truly really that, a huge punish. But you can't low parry, of course. Yeah, down 4, you know, it's quite fast, but it's 17 frames, still kind of slow, and of course it doesn't evade, and you're -3 at hit, so not really a good option. Down 3 is maybe a good option, but it's even slower than down back 4. And that's basically all her, that's all the positives there. So when you're applying pressure, you're definitely more likely going to be able to poke her out of getting these lows out, because she doesn't have that quicker move and back 1+2. So with that being completely switched over to Scarecrow, definitely gives the opponent a lot less to worry about. Another key essential that was completely removed, which I didn't mind this one at all, so I think this is great in my opinion for balancing. Oops. So Scarecrow 1+2 no longer launches. This was Zafina's highest counter hit launch. You can easily do 80+ damage with this move, even at full health, no rage or anything. So the character gets launched. They get sent flying up. You can do up 4-1 into the combo, and then do the combo winner, all that stuff. 81 damage at least. If you're in rage, you can do the rage art, or do some mix up and get into the wall. You get even more damage off of that one. But with it being complete, oh yeah, and it's very flexible as far as the combo can be. But instead, off of Scarecrow says she only has Scarecrow 4, which is her only launcher. Which I didn't think this would be a problem, maybe. So it does the same. So I was fine with that. I think that damage from that counter hit was a little too high, anyways. So I was fine with that one. And so very big, significant change on that one as well. So they removed that counter hit, and back 1+2 is gone, or at least in the neutral. And then, as far as transitions goes, you're definitely not as flexible as you are going switching in these transitions. For example, one, the Snake Edge or down back 1+2. Also another low that you can use for self-target back 1+2, but it's incredibly slow for almost half a whole second. Easily reactable. Easily reactable and launch punishable. So yeah, but back to the transaction part of it. So when you get the launch, you can do down 3-1, 4-3. Alright, I didn't do the combo correct, I'm just too busy talking. So before in Tekken 7, you can do down 3 and then down 1-4. That will be the tailspin, and then you can do the combo. Usually, a lot of people do off the tailspin up 4-1 and then down back 1 into just frames. However, they moved that tailspin out of that move, and instead you do 3-4, and you're from that transition you're locked into Manta stance. I tried several times to go back to neutral, and it feels like I don't think I can get into it. This is a pretty big problem in my opinion, because with you being locked in Mantis, you literally only have two options. As I do it right here, if you want to do the safe option, doing no damage without using Azazel, you can do 43 damage, which is not enough, or not a lot, I should say. If you wanted to go for higher damage, do the jab and the just frame. If I can get it off right here. There we go. So, yeah, that damage was significantly worse. It did, I know for sure it did 63 damage in Tekken 7. Now it's only 54. So, quite hindering right there. But, the bigger problem is that the fact that she's in Scarecrow stance, she can't, really, get more options. It doesn't give you any option to cancel it. And you cannot get the flexible combo that you're trying to do in terms of wall carry. To really get the you know, the wall ender and the wall splat off of it, you have to be in a really strict particular spot in part of the stage, and get the perfect distance to get that combo enter. And we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the reset position of the wall. And then another problem I really have as well, as I get this right here, is that Scarecrow 4, he automatically gets her out of Scarecrow. In Tekken 7 before, she was able to stay in Scarecrow if you don't cancel it. But now it auto cancels automatically. This was a problem to me because a lot of Zafinas actually utilize this with the wall splat. You notice that it flips the character over, and that with Kazuya's head was turned over towards Zafina. When she was still in Scarecrow, a lot of opponents like to tech out of it, and she can catch them with Scarecrow 1+2. Hits the opponent grounded and keeps the opponent at bay. The fact that it's not there anymore, she can't do the follow-up. So if they tech right there, you're not going to get hit by 1+2. So you would definitely see more of this ball ender. So that's another problem. So that gives the player a little bit more flexibility. And if you guys are on a floor break store, but there's quite a bit of floor break stores in this game now, that is completely gone, which is quite unfortunate. They also took out a lot of canceling transactions that haven't really got a chance to get into. I really like this combo right here. The problem I have with it though, that it may look like at first that it's a pretty nice wall carry, but it's actually not. You actually have to be quite close to the wall or specific range from the wall, because as you can see right here, wow. I can knock these combos. Why can I not get it off? What the heck? Ay. There we go. So it doesn't throw the opponent high up on the wall as I think it should be, giving Zafina a little bit more time to really get the wall ender real quickly. So you just do down for 1, 2, 1. If they're like barely touching the wall, then she's not definitely not be able to get it. So you definitely have to be quite particular angle on the wall. So, and then I know you guys might say it's like, why don't you just use something else? It doesn't travel as well as others, so not really a good option in my opinion. And then she does have like a lot of other things that she cannot cancel and transition out of. So that's another pretty big significant change. Let's see what else I can say. I think that's, yeah, I think I covered most of the bases. Let me know what you guys think, or if anything I have missed in particular, how you feel about this character as far as nerfs goes. But I could definitely say this character is a lot harder to work with than she is in Tekken 7. But I still think she's really fun to play. The most fun she's ever been. Still love this character. Definitely will be rocking with her still, despite all these nerfs. But yeah, definitely not having anywhere close to an easier time. Yeah, the combo damage nowhere near as to be as high as it was in Tekken 7, and the pressure game also nowhere near to be good. And mix-up game is almost completely removed. Again, let me know what you guys think of the character overall, and if you guys say if I missed anything or all the buffs I have addressed. Overall, yeah, as far as the buffs go, she just got, you know, a couple more frames of advantage that she already had. For example, Scarecrow 1+2. If it's blocked, it was +6. Now it's +7. All that stuff. But I can definitely say the nerfs definitely outweighed the buffs in the game. Hopefully, the Bandai can make a balance change, give some buffs to this character, because she definitely needs them. The key is applying pressure. Very, very difficult to apply pressure in a very pressure-heavy game. Hopefully they can make some changes to characters, make it work with. I don't know what they can really change, other than giving her this move back. That's honestly all I can really ask for. But it probably will not be able to come back. So I would probably say they need to make these lows come out a little bit faster. And adjust these hitboxes and make her punish game a little bit faster, and then give her, make her down forward to, you know, 15 frames so she can launch range arts. I say make it 15 frames and make it launch punishable. I think that's make it a little more fair. Or take out the high pressure moves, or make adjust the hurt box on her, make it a little more easy to interrupt. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. How this character is. Are you happy with this? Zafina players, definitely let me know yourselves. I definitely would like to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch, and subscribe to me. Not subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the Sweets Events YouTube channel, and follow their Twitch channel and Twitter. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.